back to Dream Championship Wrestling. I appreciate you checking in. Episode number 3. We are going to kick off the month of March. We've had 2 pretty good months in a row. We just made some money in February, which was really unexpected. And in March, we're going to try to push it to the limit. We still have 1 slot open that will allow us to hire 1 more wrestler. And at that point, then we're going to have to expand. It will cost us $30,000. I don't want to jump ahead of myself too much. I am happy that we made money in February, but we're still only $44,000 in the positive from what we started with. So, but while we are here in managing our gym, let's go ahead and repair our sandbag. And let's see here. We could do a lot of these minor things as well in terms of $500 for a medicine ball, $1,000 for a balance ball, even the grappling dummy. However, we need to expand, so I need to spend that $30K. We're not going to do that this month. I think I'd rather put my efforts into maybe hiring 1 more wrestler. Also, for our March card, branded snacks are now unsellable, so we did pretty well. We sold over 700 units of branded snacks, so we're going to dispose of those. And we'll lose a little bit of money. Our goods are, this is where you start, we've sold, 600 plus units in 2 months, so it would stand to reason if our popularity increases, we might sell through 387, but I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to dispose of these just to spend thousands of dollars to add more goods. So we'll keep the goods intact. Let's go ahead and we'll spend $5K on, well, let's double check here. Yes. We'll spend $5K on the official DCW Terrible Towel, and let's add some branded snacks. So right there is $7,000. So that shows you how quick this can go. We've already racked up $17,000 in expenses, and we haven't even had our card yet. At the end of this episode, since it will officially be the end of the first quarter in business, I'm going to go ahead and check and see what WWE and AEW have been doing. We'll see if they have lost assets or increased. But for now, I think let's go ahead and see what we have out on the free agent market. Or dare I say, should we even poach? Should I fire the first shot in the new online wrestling wars? Should I go after AEW and WWE, or I should say or WWE, in only my 3rd month in business? Probably not. And actually, though, let's take a quick look. What the heck? It's not going to hurt to look. Let's start with WWE. And I'm going to look at the trust. So Roman Reigns, AJ. So Austin Theory doesn't trust Stephanie and Triple H. And he's strong style, but his popularity is a C. So I'm not going to look at Austin Theory. Cody and Kevin both have trust issues. Neither one is strong style. Bobby Lashley. Now this could be a get. And actually, this is their, I don't know, he's one of the champions. I don't know how to tell which champion he is, but he is certainly a champion in WWE. He's strong style. He's extremely popular in America. And he doesn't trust Stephanie and Triple H at all right now. And he is half the cost of Brock Lesnar, who is a superstar. Wow, he comes with a hefty price tag. They must be champions together. So Bobby and Brock, I think maybe I do recall that now. I think maybe they're 6-man champions. Who else has a belt? Okay, so it's Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, and Brock Lesnar. That's a hell of a 6-man. So they are the 6-man tag champions in WWE. Randy Orton, again, he's up there with the same price tag as Brock Lesnar, and he has some abdominal issues that he's dealing with. And then These two gentlemen here, Seth and Edge, are not strong style. So really price tag wise and popularity wise, Bobby Lashley should be on the radar. We're going to write this down. And I'm not sure with trust if D is the bottom of the barrel. Is there an F or is it D, or there might be an E? I don't know what E, I mean, I guess that's the very bottom one, I think. So we'll keep that in mind. Bobby is unhappy right now, even though he's a champion. So, and then let's take a look at AEW. Jungle Boy's Lucha. Wardlow is a showman. Bryan Danielson. Decent price tag. Decently high. By that I mean he's a double champion in AEW. Good popularity, strong style. And he doesn't trust Tony Khan one bit. We also have Sammy Guevara, which is interesting. He is strong style just because of his body size. John Moxley, I would think for sure he's strong style or hardcore possibly, but he's a showman. Jericho's strong style. A B in popularity. I mean, Jericho, he could be on the list. Not a bad price tag for him. MJF I'd love to get, but that's not going to fly. He's a showman. And not that I couldn't bring a showman in. I've mentioned that in one of the previous episodes. We can certainly have different match styles and different wrestling styles. I just would like to focus on the pretty much maybe this first year on strong style only. Let's get our foot in the door with the wrestling fans and kind of get entrenched. Maybe try not to be the 17th rated promotion. Kenny Omega, I would certainly take him. And then Darby Allin is a showman. So Chris Jericho, in terms of the price tag, so with the two big promotions, Chris and Bobby Lashley, I have them written down. I have a pad and paper here with me. I also keep track of everything on a spreadsheet. And we'll get into that in just a minute here as we put together the March card. And we're going to crown a champion, a heavyweight champion. I've decided who's going to be in that main event for the title. I'll explain how I decided that, but we'll do that here shortly. So let's go back to free agency. Claudio, we brought him in for a one-off, and he won. He's not overly popular. I think he was a D in America when we brought him over. So we have helped Claudio's career. In one match, we took him from a D to a C in popularity. He is certainly a possibility. We don't have much. I really would like to get another wrestler on the roster. Brian Cage. I mean, that's a monster of a man for $2,483 a month. And he's got the popularity, at least in America, to back it up. And Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks. Not the wrestler that Brian Cage is, at least in the singles realm, but he's even more popular, at least worldwide. And Brian is somebody that looks like he could be a title contender, where Matt is someone that's probably going to be an underneath guy. And he's a junior. You know what? Let's negotiate with Brian Cage. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, and again, I'm leery. The 1 month we spent $25K on Charles Young. I mean, because if I spend the 30, we're already at 17,000 in expenses. That doesn't count in what I just paid this guy just to sit down at the table with me. So we would basically take, or we would take everything that we've gained in assets, and we'd be back in the red again. Let's try 15K. Come on, Brian. There we go, baby. All right, we have added Brian Cage. Tell you what, let's not worry about that right now. Let's book the event. Another standard event. And here's what I have in mind. We have the old someone's O must go. We're going to put Bo Dallas in against Eric Rowan. And that'll be our opening match of the night. So, Bo and Eric. They are both 0-2. In the second match of the night, I had Bray Wyatt scheduled against someone, and that was going to be an invited wrestler. However, I think we're going to have Brian Cage come in and make his debut against Bray Wyatt. So, on paper, that is a hell of a matchup. And there's Brian. He is just shredded to beat the band. Okay, third match of the night. This is slated. Rhino's been on a run. Rhino is 2-0. Bray Wyatt, I forgot to mention, is also 0-2, along with Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan. Rhino, he's working his way up the card. I have three guys that are 2-0. Rhino, Rob Van Dam, Braun Strowman. Rhino is the odd man out, so without any further ado, the heavyweight title will be between, or the match will be between RVD and Braun Strowman. So in this one, we are going to put Rhino, and he is going to take on Superstar Charles Young, or the Hybrid Max, Charles Young. He's got many. And then for the title, I didn't mean to do that, Rob Van Dam. I believe he's 50 or 51 years old at the moment, but he's tearing it up in Dream Championship Wrestling. And he will take on Braun Strowman. And let's see, configure title match. The DCW, look at that gorgeous belt. Match settings updated. Wow. This was a big one, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's take a quick look at we've got Tommy Young. This is the same setting we had last time. I'm not going to quibble over that. We're going to raise the ticket price to $60. Here we go. Dream Championship Wrestling, card number 3. We are crowning a heavyweight champion. This is exciting. Brian Cage making his debut. Someone's O must go in the first match. Here we go. Sometimes I don't know how the match evaluations are calculated, but opening match of the night here, we had Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan. They went nearly the entire night, over 30 minutes, a brutal matchup. Eric Rowan came out on top. Next match of the night only got an evaluation of 61%. That may be because it was so fast. I think it was around the 6-minute mark. Brian Cage absolutely destroys Bray Wyatt, hit him with a critical maneuver. We are thinking of Bray Wyatt. Thoughts and prayers with him and his family. Possible paralysis, but we'll give you an update on that. Charles Young, the Dream Championship Wrestling superstar, if you will, defeats Rhino in an 82% match evaluation. And then Rob Van Dam, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, the new Dream, the first Dream Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world. 71% match evaluation. I thought it was a good matchup. Braun Strowman just seemingly too big and strong, but was only rated a 71%. Average match rating, 78 for the night. Yeah, not great. I think our lowest of the first 3 cards. So there is the update. Braun Strowman wins the championship. And so we had a successful event. Not anything great, simply because of the average card rating of 78.5. The fans weren't satisfied. I'm worried about our next event. I love this guy. And as always, we'll scan here to see if there's any specific updates to WWE and AEW. And I will say this too. I think, and I've seen some other folks do this in fire promoter videos, where they poach a belt from another promotion and then kind of keep it in-house for themselves. And I think maybe in the April card, we're going to see if we can get a champion from another organization to come over with an invite. Yeah, maybe somebody will put Brian Cage against, because he was an animal. Okay, not a successful event. However, financially, an unbelievably successful month. $117,000 in total income, less than $39,000 in expenses. We came in with earned revenue of $78,805. Total assets over $300,000 now, so I am pleased with that. So let's go ahead and call this an episode. The month of March, not bad for Dream Championship Wrestling. If you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, give the video a like, comment below with anything you would like to see, anything you have a problem with, matchups you'd like to see. I will give you this little tidbit that Bray Wyatt, depending on his status, if he's even allowed to wrestle again, and his brother Bo Dallas, both 0-3 now in Dream Championship Wrestling. So in terms of tag team formations, the Wyndham brothers, or I'm sorry, the Rotunda brothers may get paired up. Maybe they'll do better in tag team. That's just a thought moving forward. So with that being said, I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next time.